Hi. So the last video, I didn't realize there was a password or archiving issue, so this one's going to be put on YouTube. So just to go over what I was doing, I was connecting to Polygon test network Mumbai here in the Bootcamp under the truffle config file. So basically, just copy one of these down, change it to your Polygon details, so you can get this information from Infura. You can get it from Matic. You can get it from a number of different places. The endpoint API, but I chose for simplicity to keep it in Infura because that's where we do a lot of our work. The only issue that I faced was I think because although you can get the details of that endpoint and the API in your Infura, it actually doesn't work. From what I can see, it doesn't work unless you actually go to your billing settings in your Infura account and kind of like allocate a zero fee, but it then switches on, if you like, your endpoint. And after that point, before that point I was getting some allowance sort of error, and after that it all went through. So I'm presuming that's what needs to happen. As I said, you don't have to. You could use it in Infura in one of the other providers. But so add this details to your config. Then at the top you're going to, normally you would have this. So for me, I highlighted that one out, I copied it and I pasted it here, and then I swapped it out with this. So I'm sure there's another way you could refactor this. I'm definitely sure there is, but this is what worked for me. And here you can see this is what you would have for like the Ethereum version setup. I just added in private key. So obviously you make some changes to your env files. So just quickly recap, you put this in, and then you go down to your network and you chuck that in. Then obviously you do need to get some Mumbai test network Matic in your wallet and so on. I'm sure you already know all of that. And then this is the example env. So I just put in the private key, and then you'd put your two different private keys in, the same as this one. Basically, it's just with lacking the S. Yeah, so I also did muck around with the Mumbai RPC URL directly, and it also can work that way. You just need to refactor this bit here if you wanted to rechange it, and then obviously you'd change that to the corresponding URL. I think that should do everything. Yeah, that should get you guys connected at least to the Mumbai test network. Now the only issue after that, you are connected and you can load the exchange, but after you run the truffle exec script c-exchange.js network network and then the Mumbai, when you run that, it does, for me, it does work, and it does seem to populate like truffle works. But then when you load your front end exchange, you don't get those actually populating in the exchange. So that's where I'm at with that. I'm sure someone out there may well be able to help understand why that is the case. But you are definitely connected to the network. Yeah, I'm keen to work with anybody that's, just sort of mucking around with different networks, trying to push these things, beyond. I've got plenty of ideas with NFTs, different networks and so on, rigging them up to different networks, and just testing stuff out really, if anybody's keen on, you know, looking for people to sort of correlate with. Yeah. Anyway, good luck onwards and upwards with Matic, and any other networks that I get connected soon, I'll make another video.